This is gonna be a wild adventure. Supposedly, there's hundreds of thousands of bones just like this underwater. One of the world's most dangerous places to die. Finding this, the whole world would be shocked. The bone rush has officially started. This is the exact spot they said they dumped those mammoth bones. This is where dreams are made. What's up guys, Jake here. Today we made it to New York City. We're going scuba diving to see what we can find. This is gonna be an amazing adventure. Joe Rogan, I accepted your challenge. He talked about someone dumping a bunch of mammoth bones in the East River. These can be very valuable, but very old, and I'm so excited to see if we get lucky, but what an incredible day. Check it out. The Statue of Liberty's right behind me. I have no idea how we managed to wiggle in things like this, but look at this, a professional survey company.
Rogers Surveying, here based in Staten Island, New York. Started in 1946, a fourth generation company.
You make maps of things that no one has mapped before.
Correct. Basically everything on the seabed that involves, hydrographic surveying, we do it.
They were surveying the area, making a map, right? Of that location, looking for the bones, maybe the tusks. What did you see?
This is 65th Street, so I projected a line. This is 40 feet, but then this is 50 feet. So this is our area of interest right here.
So we could find something like this too? That's incredible.
Dick Osborne said that they dumped this stuff on 65th Street. This is 65th Street. This aerial photo is in 1951. He said that they dumped it in 1949. There's no road on East 56th Street. Why would somebody dump it here and not here?
Could this have changed where the bones could be underneath the road because they have extended anything? Or do you think this is basically how it was?
I don't think so. I think this is how it was.
This is the bulkhead, you can see here. Anything white is hard return. It could be a rock or it could be anything, whatever this is, it is hard.
I think there'll be a lot of competition. You're gonna have these sewer divers there. There may be a confrontation with them.
What, are they gonna be upset we're there?
Yes, they're gonna be. I think NYPD will be out there tomorrow. I think Coast Guard. There was guys diving off the wall.
So we're not just looking for a few bones. You said it's 50,000 maybe. Pounds of bones?
Pounds of bones.
Wow, like a whole truck.
What would it take to get that in the river? You can't just load that out of your car.
That's my question, how do they do this?
Listen, I found lake bones in Florida rivers to mammoths, and to the untrained eye, it looks like a log. I pull them out and tell people they're mammoth bones, and they still say it's a log. What I'm hoping to be able to do is get down there, and Jake's been fossil hunting with me before too, so if we start seeing little chunks of bone, they may be looking for tusks. And so as they scan the bottom, these untrained eyes, they're not seeing bone in it. So even if we can find bone, it really makes the story true, first of all, which is huge.
We're drawn to it. Not just me, it's him, it's him, it's him. It's all these guys. We're excited to do this. And it's in our backyard.
It's awesome.
And when we find them, splitting 50-50.
Yes, sir.
There it is.
50-50. I don't know where you're coming from.
50-50.
About to go dive for some mammoth bones with a team behind us. I think having them on our side will increase our chances, and I'm just so excited. I'm here with my friend Rick, who has a channel on YouTube called Dig, Dive, Discover. Make sure you check him out because this video would not be possible without him. He is my dive buddy. He is the professional fossil hunter. He has amazing videos. Best case scenario, we find the bones. How much money do you think we're looking at if we were to sell it?
I think it depends on the condition of what the bones are. If we find a whole tusk though, like they said, there's whole tusks down there. Those things go for hundreds of thousands of dollars. Who knows who wants these bones? The story is amazing, and the history behind it and how old they are, plus they came out of Alaska. So I think they could be really valuable.
I'm so excited. Let's make dreams come true today. Let's shock the world. We're professionally, unprofessionally winging things. I'm telling you, the holy grail are those mammoth bones. But there could be murder weapons out there. There could be iPhones. You never know. This is getting so real. If we find these bones, what I'm gonna do is give a few to my subscribers. So if you want a chance, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll pick a few subscribers to give a couple bones if we find some, or some other treasures that we may find at the bottom of this river. Also, if you guys subscribe to Rick's channel, he's gonna be giving away a few fossils, so some shark teeth. So head over to his channel, leave a comment, and he's gonna pick a few people to give that out to.
I'd love to give this some people that are watching this, helping support us and making this all possible. So thank you so much.
Check it out, the Statue of Liberty. I have never seen it in person, and my gosh, it is beautiful. Look at that.
Freaking crying. This is beautiful. It's just surreal.
This is a mammoth bone that Rick found in Florida. This is what we're looking for. This was not found here in New York, but I wanted to show you so you know what we're looking for while we're down there. Supposedly, there's hundreds of thousands of bones just like this underwater that are very valuable for us to find. on scene scene right now, there are competitors, and one of our competitors is right here. I'm hoping they didn't find anything yet, but I know for sure they can't find everything, so let's see what's down there. Oh boy, they're looking too. If they haven't found bones yet, and we come up with bones, I feel like some words might be exchanged. I don't know, but it is a free-for-all. So I don't know, I hope everyone's a good sport about everything, but just like fishing spots, you just never know. So I was nervous. We heard rumors that people weren't letting people dive. And you know, we spent a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of money to get here. Doesn't look like anyone's out here to stop us. Slack tide's at 3:30, right? So we're gonna go at slack tide. And what that means, you know, the tide pulls out to the ocean and in, so you have low and high tide. But in between, when it stops, that's slack tide, and that's our opportunity. About 20 minutes to get underwater. That's it. Say the bones are right here. So that's where we gotta go. That's where we're gonna try. One of the world's most dangerous places to dive.
I think you see the danger here is the current's moving 6 knots. You can't swim against this. It's gonna be cold.
So if something goes wrong, our suits break or something, we're wearing dry suits today.
Yeah.
But if we flood those, it's so cold, it's like we gotta get out of the water.
Hypothermia will set in really fast if we were to get wet.
It's gonna be dark.
When we hit about maybe 7 or 8 feet, all the sunlight will not penetrate. So once we hit about maybe even 10 feet, but all sunlight disappears, just pitch black.
I'm using a flashlight from Big Blue Dive Lights. They sent it to me. It's 65,000 lumens. It's one of maybe, if not the world's most powerful dive light. Quick disclaimer, like I said, they did send these lights, but they're not paying us to say anything about them, and I think they're pretty awesome lights.
You gotta come up with something though.
I love collecting rocks. I collect them for my mom. So I'll grab a rock when we travel somewhere and I give it to mom. So
Yeah.
at the very least, I'm
Bring up
coming up
something.
with a rock.
Yeah.
So, Mom, I'm gonna get you a rock now. We're out here in New York making it happen. This is my first dive here.
This is crazy. This is my first dive in New York City, and you always want someone great taking you out, and I feel really safe and in good hands with these guys. They're professional and awesome. So
You feel safe with me?
I mean, sure.
I mean, huh? What? The Bone Rush has officially started. All right, cameras on. This is where dreams are made. We're going down, boys. All right. Oh, gosh, it's cold. Oh, and the wet's so cold. Oh, right here. Oh, look, a hug. Oh, a hug. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Oh! A squid! It looks another egg! Oh Lord. Ow. Oh! Oh no! Oh! I got another one! Come on, brand new! It's hard to see. Oh! Oh, God. Woo-hoo! We're doing it! That rock's from above. Look at that, I got a skateboard. Dude, there's so much stuff under there, but I thought that was pretty cool. Look at that. I thought it was a boosted board. I was like, no way. Oh, I'm so cool. Woo! Hey, that's kind of cool, huh? Skateboard, 2 pennies. I saw a bike down there, a lot of trash. That was the first test dive. Now it's time for the real deal. This is the exact spot they said they dumped those mammoth bones at. No one's in the water, no competitors. A lot of people out there, the news stations are out there. Rick and I were going underwater in hopes to find some mammoth bones. Oh boy, I'm excited. All right, y'all ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2.
Diving, diving, diving.
Oh.
No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woo! It's cold. I got more. You got it?
I have some really interesting stuff in my bag. I can't tell underwater, so we'll have to look at it here in a minute, but it looks a lot like chunks of bone. But Jake is down there doing really well. So he's covering a lot of good ground, so I think he's gonna keep going for a minute.
Go grab Jake.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, my hands I can't move, I gotta get warm.
Wow, you are cold. I can feel you.
So we just got out of the water. I had a little freak out there. My fingers were so cold. Y'all, seriously, like, it's crazy. Once in a lifetime opportunity. It's only possible because you guys are the best fan base in the world. And also, this whole crew. Roger Surveying, thank you guys so much for taking us out. I'll put all their information in the description. They're amazing people. Sorry I got a little emotional. It's just crazy when I get to go do stuff like this. And literally just started with nothing. Just a GoPro that I found and a phone and a dream. Look at this. We're out here. These could be pieces of bone. We have no idea. If you want to see if they were bones or rocks, check out Rick's channel. That will be in the description below, and he will have an update. Like I said, I didn't find anything, but I did have an amazing time. So we traveled all the way up to New York. We took on the challenge that Joe Rogan and John Reeves said, you know, there's mammoth bones out here. Not saying there isn't. I personally didn't find it, but I did find a good time. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys did, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are new. I can now say I'm one of the few that have dove in the East River here in New York. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you guys on my next adventure.